Hello, welcome back to another weekly devlog with TerraXT. This is my development game, name to be determined. This is Snapshot 00141. Even though I'm playing on a 26 shard, the reason why is because every time I build the game, I have to rename the folder structure and rebuild it and all that. And that'll tie into something I'm going to explain in a little bit. So the directory that I'm actually running this from is the 126 directory, but every time I update a shard, I'm actually making a copy of my working directory, which I stopped at 26 doing this, and making it a new folder with the new game structure, and I strip out all the build information and I rebuild it. So anyhow, blah blah blah. That's why the number. Somebody brought up the number 00126, and it's always that number, and that's the reason why. Another question that I was asked is how am I saving the game? Um, okay, so I gave this a lot of thought, and originally I was working with a REST program in Microsoft's SQL server. Well, the problem is if I'm trying to make this mass producible and send this out to everybody, then it needs to be self-contained, and I don't want them to have to install REST, install SQL, get this all working, build the tables, so on and so forth. That's something you can do in your own time. I have this saving currently to a flat file. Whoops, wrong folder. Packaged, server, game, saved, save games. That file right there is actually saving the world and the characters. It's only 6 kilobytes. It's not big. It doesn't, well, I haven't logged in and I haven't got anything saved to my character, so my character has nothing, and the server has no characters on it right now because it's a fresh build. Um, but that's just a flat file. That's the built-in Unreal Engine save game file structure. So that's how the game is actually being saved currently. Um, so that answers two questions. And again, the reason why is for production. If I want to send this out through Unreal Engine's workshop at some point and just make it available to everybody, I'm assuming this is after I have tutorials up on how to do different things, how I built it. I don't know how in depth I'm going to go with that because there's a lot of code behind this and a lot of work, and I'm going to have to reinvent the wheel on a lot of it. But it can make it better in the process. So once I get to a good stable point and I get further down the road, I might start revisiting some of those modules and doing tutorial series on those. So anyhow, that's the editor versus app and save file and the versions. The another question that was asked is why I haven't. If I want to get a lot of popularity, I need to make the game look better and more appealing. I'm not really focused on looks. I'm going with a very streamlined appearance. Yes, it is nighttime in the game right now, and the reason why it's nighttime is because I broke the day-night. Well, the day-night cycle works, but there's some problems with it, and I just haven't gotten around to fixing it because I'm not dealing with graphics right now. I'm dealing with mechanics, and I needed. Why don't I have a town? Yes, I could spend some time and make a nice little town with NPCs. I could even make them little guards if I wanted to. I could probably even put in characters. I mean, I had a funny little clown looking character in here at one point. It was kind of hilarious. It was like It from Stephen King. But I grabbed that off of Adobe's website. But at any rate, I could do all this stuff, but there's no need. I don't need it for development purposes. I don't need to see what a city looks like. Yes, it would make it look good for you guys if I made the environment look better, night look better, daytime look better. I've got the concepts in place and I've got the mechanics working. They need tweaking, but I disabled the day-night uh, almost completely. It still functions some, but I disabled a lot of the functionality just to do my testing. There's no point in that being running. So there, that's the reason why I don't have a human character. That's the reason why I don't have a town and NPCs and a bunch of actual mobs out there. When I start working on combat and redoing the combat system, I probably will have some mobs around and some bosses. And when I start doing dungeons, I'll probably have some boss mobs in there and stuff like that, and chests laying around, things of that nature. So we'll get there. I'm not too worried about it at this point. All right, on to this week's devlog. All those things out of the way, and of course, at any time, if you feel free to ask me questions, you can ask them in the comments of this video. You can ask me in Discord. The link is usually in most of my videos have a link at the bottom. This one should, to Discord down below. Yeah, just ping me on Discord, ping me in the comments. Uh, any way you can find to get in touch with me, just go ahead and ask questions. I will try to answer them to you directly, or I will try to answer them in a video. Not always guaranteeing that they'll make it to a video. So, moving on, explain the save file. What I fixed. Last time we had a problem where I built the quest system so that it could only track one quest at a time. I've added multiple quests and objectives. I know it looks ugly and I need to fix the objective tracker display look. Just, a little bit, not a lot. I just need to put the lines in the right places so that it separates out the quests. So there's a little bit of work to be done there, but I do have it to where it can display multiple quests now. I also fixed the location quest. Like back here is where Sherry is. I need to go get my quote unquote gun because that guy's gonna pester me. All right, so go away. Back here is where Sherry is. She's actually this tree. But her quest to find her would update on the server, and I could bring it up in the quest log, and it would show that it was found, but it wouldn't update the tracker until I clicked on the quest log. That's been fixed. Okay, so that's that. Quest system update. I've rebuilt the quest logic considerably. I went through a lot of the logic and had to rebuild it based off of my findings and my needs. As you know, if you watched the previous video, I was following a guy named Ryan, something or other. I can never remember his last name. It's like Langley or something. I was following his quest tutorial series. It's not specifically for an MMO, and so I had to doctor it a lot to make it MMO capable and server ready, replication and all that stuff. So that was one part of it. And then number two, a lot of the mechanics that he did, I had to do differently, a lot differently because of my requirements. So at any rate, I ended up revisiting all that and rebuilt the quest logic considerably. I added quest rewards, which you saw briefly there. There is now XP rewards. I still need to add items and coin and stuff like that, but there are XP rewards now, and I need to make that disappear when there's no details being shown. I added an active and completed quests to the journal, to the log. Let's see. When you click on an NPC and he has no quest available, he will now tell you that there's no quest available. This guy's a good example. He has one quest now. It's Humble Beginnings, which is a common quest. He says, talk to the guard nearby and grab me 2 axes. Don't worry about the text. I just threw some shit in there. It actually, I think it says go see what he wants me to buy. Yeah, but go get 2 axes any way you can. So I can accept that one. Now, if I talk to him again, he's gonna say, "I'm sorry, I am not in need of assistance at this time. Please come back later." Blah. So now you can see that I've got a quest tracker up there because it auto tracks. That is not a note that I listed, but now quests auto track when you pick them up, and you can uncheck them to make them not track anymore. Oh, well, you probably couldn't see that, but if I uncheck it, it's no longer showing up in my tracker. And if I check the box, it is showing up in the tracker. If I click on the quest itself, it shows all the details. I'm getting 1,000 experience for it, and it tells what my objectives are. I can go ahead and talk to the guy. Boom, it automatic. That's a new one, is an interaction one. Don't worry about that. That's a store that I haven't completed yet, but the shopping. That's next. That was one of the interaction quests to talk to him. I could have had it, interact with the hump of the tree, and I go over there and the tree says hump and I hump it and it'll show up as checked. Interaction quests can be on any object in the game, which is pretty cool. All right, so he says, get me 2 axes. Well, we're going to skip that for now because this guy in here's got some quests too. He's got a question mark above his head. Well, kind of. He's got 2 quests. If there were more quests, it will systematically remove quests from this as we select them and choose them. So what happened to Sherry? Let's choose this. Sherry, we got to go find her. We're getting 10,000 experience. Holy shit for that one. We remember that one, and you'll notice that it adds it in here. Yeah, again, I know the display is a little ugly. That line isn't, I need a line to separate them. But what happened to Sherry? Locate Sherry. And he has another quest, Breach the Gates. It doesn't show the selection dialog anymore because there's only one quest available for this guy. If there was two, then I would see two in the quest selection dialog. There's one, Breach the Gates, Breach the Gates, create a distraction. That's all he says here. He doesn't tell me how to create a distraction. The reward's 2,000 experience. Is 0 out of 5. Okay, so my description's not the best. It should be kill mannequins, not create a distraction. But it's something that I just put the text in there, and I've worked on the quest system since then, and I just left it as it was. So I got to create 5 distractions. I've got to kill 5 mannequins. Now we have 3 whole quests in our quest log. What are we going to do about this? Well, first off, let's take care of axes. There are a number of different ways that I can collect these axes. I can either grab this axe right here. There is an axe in this chest that I can get, and there are axes on the NPCs. How do you want me to do it? You can't answer that question. I should have had it be 3, so I could do all 3 of them. But if I pick up this axe, I'm going to get credit. That's 1 out of 2. If I throw it away, there's 0 out of 2. I just there is no dialogue saying warning, you're going to destroy this item, nothing like that. But anyhow, I threw it away. Now there's 0 out of 2. All right, I don't have any more axes, so it remembers what you have in your inventory. Now I have 1 out of 2, and I could pick up another one from another chest, but I'm not going to do that because I have to kill some guys later anyhow. And you'll notice it's talking to the guard, and I got 1 out of 2 axes. So Sherry's back here at the tree, humping it. So, all right, we just humped the tree, and Sherry is now located, and that quest is completed. Should we go ahead and turn it in? I'll say yes, we should. So we talk to him, locate query. He knows that this quest is ready to be completed, so I can complete it. I talk to him again. He doesn't need any more help. All right, we got a ton of experience from that. That's pretty cool. It looks like I've got a bit of a flaw in my level up system. It will only level me up once. So that's the leveling system, not the quest system that's doing that. I gave myself 10,000 experience at 10,100, but my next level is 4,000, and that's because my leveling system caps me at 1 level per level up. I'm going to make a little quick note to myself: level up multiple levels. Okay, so that's a note. This is live. I don't script this. I don't write down a script and think. I just go through my dev notes, and I'm trying these things live. Sometimes on a server, sometimes in the editor. I'm trying these things that I have developed over the course of the week. So anyhow, we turned in Sherry's quest, and we realized there's a bug in the level up system. That's fine. Talk to the guard nearby. I need to get some axes, and I need to kill some mannequins. Now, if I go over here and kill some of these guards, that should do, right? No, that didn't count. I still got 0 out of, and it did level me up once for that kill. Create a distraction is still set to 0. I know it's kind of hard to read, but 0 out of 5. So it didn't count the guard. So killing these guards is doing me absolutely no good. So let's... God, I hate the combat system. I really need to work on it. Let's go ahead and knock these guys out and get rid of them. Okay, so mannequins. Mannequins are what I actually need to kill. Let's go over and kill some mannequins. Oh, there's 1 out of 5. Wow, there's 2 out of 5. Yes, I'm totally cheating this. This gun just like insta-kills just about everything. There's 3 out of 5. There's 4 out of 5. There's 5 out of 5. All right, that quest is complete. Breach the gates. I'm supposed to get some axes too. Jeez. Where can I find some? Let me go look at these corpses over here if they're still here. They're not. Let's kill this guy. Does he have an axe? No, he has nothing. Absolutely nothing on him. Crap, and those guys are not going to respawn. They're not set on a respawn timer. It was a patrol. Yeah, I was going to show you that I can actually pick up an axe from a corpse. But since I killed all these guys and they despawned, I can't get an axe from them. I have a quick despawn timer turned on. Any of these guys got an axe? Because I can kill them too. No. Alright, well, I lied. I'm going to pick it up from a chest. There we go. Our quests are all completed. I talked to this guy, create a distraction. We're going to complete that one. We get $2,000 out of that. And we talk to this guy. Oh, wait, we already talked to him. Talk to this guy. Boom, boom. There's our things. Let's go ahead and complete it. Now, what I didn't do is I showed you briefly that they show up in here and you can check them to track them. You notice they're also taking them off of my tracker and they're showing up in the completed objectives area. And there's a bug with completed where it's not complete. Doesn't show XP. Okay, I'll fix that. Completed doesn't show the rewards, but you know, at any rate, that might be something I take out anyhow because some of the rewards might be selectable rewards, and I don't want to keep track of what you selected for your reward. But I don't know. I might find a way to do that. So anyhow, there's the quest log with the objectives. I fixed the border of it and made it look more noticeable. And your active quests, we have no active quests right now. Now to go through my notes to explain some of this. Well, obviously the quest log tracker, the whole system got a major overhaul this week. I added new quest rewards. It's currently only doing experience. I have added, when no quests are available, the NPCs will tell you that there's no quests available. When there are turn-in quests, they will handle the turn-in quest first and then go to available quests next time you click on them. Not automatically. You got to click on them again. I don't know if I want to have it cycle through those and reactivate themselves after you accept a quest. Not sure how I'm going to do that just yet. That's an easy change, actually. It's just on the OK button. Say, okay, run through this all again. Multiple quests are added to the quest tracker now and removed upon completion. I added interaction quests. We interacted with this guy and it completed a quest. I added a kill quest, which we went and killed 5 of those guys and only those guys and got credit for those. It also displayed the number of kills, the number of items that we needed. I added item collection quest. So any way I would have collected that item, when it hits my inventory, it counts. When it is removed from my inventory, it takes it away from the quest. So it can go from complete to incomplete. If I, just to show you that one, and there are some errors when I log out because this guy, that NPC is trying to find my character and my character doesn't exist, and I haven't messed with the fighting system in a while. So whenever I mess with the fighting system, I'll actually fix that. Combat, rather. What was I going to show you? What was I going to show you? The interaction. Oh, it is this guy. So we got our interaction. You interact with somebody and it gives you credit for that. And then if you pick up, did I already get all the axes? Don't tell me I'm going to have to restart the server to get those guys to respawn. There's 1 axe. There we go. There's 2 axes. Now, you'll notice if I got to do some work on this because if I equip this axe, if I put it back in the inventory, it takes 1 away. If I put it back in my inventory, it's completed. Not completed, completed. So that works. Now, if I equip an item, it still counts because it's in my inventory. But there is an issue with the system that I found last night when I was showing this to my wife, that if I equip this item, it's fine. But if I drag it over here, oh, I guess I already fixed it. Never me mind then. Or is it when I equip an item from there? No. That is cheaty. It still counts. That's a bug. I'm still getting credit for having the 2 axes even though I only have 1. So I do need to do some work on that, the item collection, because I have noticed a couple of bugs in it. So that's a thing. Item collection, buggy items, and chests. It only affects chests, and if I had a death system in, then I would drop all my items. Or, let's just say I would potentially drop an axe. It wouldn't account for that, I don't think. It just depends on how I build the spawning system, and so I'll have to account for that when I do build the spawning system, so I made a note for myself to actually make a account for lost items that are quest rewards, or quest items. Let's see, kill quest, added those in to where you kill people, and I redesigned the quest log to support completed quests. That's the completed quest area. I'm on a new character, so I don't have any completed quests. But if I talk to this guy, nope, wrong guy. If I talk to this guy, it completes it and moves it over to the completed quests area. So, what else is there? Bugs, bugs, bugs. Always bugs. Always bugs, always bugs. Okay. So, I don't know if anybody will be able to help me with this, but if anybody out there watching this, I was about to say stream, watching this video is familiar with this error right here, I need help. I'm gonna try. I don't want to rebuild it. I don't want to rebuild the quest select item. So I'm gonna try to repackage the entire project and hope that it recaptures it. But I've gone through this item and looked for this specific error. Warning is all it is. It's saying that text is being saved as a string during cook time, and I think I just need to repackage my product and cook that package, and that will get rid of it. Also, I have a bug that is actually, it's a error that is crashing the editor about a level actor. Seems to be related to my quests, but I'm not 100% sure. It happened when I added the quest system in, but randomly and occasionally not in gameplay. It doesn't even affect the server. It's only affecting the editor and causes it to where I can't save the map and sometimes will kill the editor. It is annoying, but I've checked the logs on the server and don't have it. So it only seems to be affecting the editor. So I'm not going to put too much worry on it, but there is actually a bug that I'm really struggling with right now. I need to add item consumption to quests, where if you have multiple items in your inventory and you go to turn it in, he collects those items from you and takes them away. Um, I need to make the kill quest so that you can kill multiple enemies, or I'm not too worried about that because I can do it with multiple objectives, but I need to make the kill quest to where I can assign either a classification of enemy, like say there are 5 different types of tuskers or mannequins. There's blue ones, there's red ones, and I want it to count no matter what mannequin I kill. If I kill a boss mannequin, I want that to count. So I need to add the system into where it'll base it on their class instead of their ID, which right now it's basing it on an ID of that NPC, which the ID is not like you think, an independent universal ID for that item. It's actually an ID that identifies that type. Sorry if that's really confusing. Um, it's a way that I can differentiate different types of mobs. It's like their classification, but not, it's a classification specific to that one. So if I make copies of this guy, or that spawner makes copies of this guy, he has the same ID as everybody else. It's not independent. So anyhow, the kill quests I want to make a little bit more expanded so that you can choose to kill a boss only, or any kind of mannequin, or specific mannequins in one area. I want to have it really specific because I mean there might be mannequins in different areas, and I only want it to count for mannequins within this specific area. Um, or bandits, mannequins. Why do I say that? Bandits in the specific camp. Um, I still need to work out the icon and get it to display above the head. I'm probably going to shoot for a WoW style little icon, question mark, exclamation point above the head. I do like mine. It is streamlined and it scales on your screen. So Most people, and I can't see worth the crap. So if I can see it, it should be good for most people. Maybe a little bit larger, but I think that works. But I think the exclamation point above their head just stands out a lot better because if I'm walking around an area and I see a bunch of those, I'm not paying attention to them. I see an exclamation point, I can run to it. I also need to add some tracking in to where you can track quests. Um, Spawning and despawning when you die is a problem. I need to add death in, but I haven't added death in because I haven't revisited the combat system yet. Add currency rewards, add item rewards, so that when you get a reward from a quest, he can actually give you an item. The shop will come later. Um, and I need to do some serious cleanup on the code. It's very inefficient. There's a lot of for loops that aren't necessary. There's a lot of coding that's redundant. I really hacked together a lot of my changes this week because I didn't have a whole lot of time. I've been working on some really important things at work, so I just kind of hacked these in, and I figured I would come back and revisit the code and make it look a lot better and be more optimized later. But that's pretty much all I've got right now. And I'm going to pose a question to you. Looks like my texture's messed up on my sword. No, I think that's the right texture. It's a bone sword. I have a question to you. What would you like to see me work on next? After I get the quest system all buttoned up, what would you like to see be the next thing? Should I work on my shop, my shopkeeper? Should I work on crafting? Should I work on mobs, uh, combat, mobs, and AI? Should I work on the world? Should I make a town? What would you like to see me do next? Please post it in the comments below or ping me on Discord. I'm open to your suggestions. If nobody says anything, then I'm probably gonna start on the shops next. That's kind of what I'm thinking should be next. It's a very incomplete thing that I put in there, but and then that would lead way into gathering items and crafting. That was where I was headed. And then it's when I get those systems in place, it's moving on to abilities, probably, um, like magic and special attacks and stuff. I'm not really sure. I've got a lot of ground to cover, and it's going to take some time, but I don't know what direction I'm really going to go in. But if you have a specific thing you'd like to see next, please let me know. That's all I got for this week. You guys take care. Be safe. Please be careful with the COVID stuff. I had two friends. They got it recently. It's pretty bad. I'm still good, and I stay home almost all the time. So you guys be good. Be careful. Spread the word. If you want to see more and more people get interested in this, then spread the word. Tell people, hey, there's this dude that's like making a game, and he's like 150 years old, and he's been programming for a long time, and it's kind of hilarious seeing how hard he's having. Yeah, whatever you want to say. Um, I am having a hard time with this because I really want to dedicate more time to it and make a lot more progress. I've got a friend that's also doing his own development on a game right now, Blackthorn Keep. If you look it up, I think it's Blackthorn with an E. Um, Name's Robert Garcia. He's doing a really great job. I think he has a hell of a lot more time to dedicate to his project than I do. But it looks really nice what he's got going on so far. Um, he's definitely got more of a focus on looks and aesthetic. So he's working with his animations, his graphics, his textures, and things like that. Whereas I'm working on functionality in mine. I know that graphics and stuff can be time consuming, so he's done a lot of work. If you want to check him out, I'll put a link down in the description to his work. Um, at any rate, you guys take care. Have a great week. Love you. Thank you. Bye.